Good evening and welcome. I am your host, Stuart Blanchet, and this is another episode of Giles Tenderworth's Monsters in the Dark. Episode 7, The Whispersong. Many of us, as children, had a healthy fear of the dark, of the creatures that may lurk in our closet, hide in the shadows in the corners of the room, or even be under the bed. For many such beings, a candle flickering in the shadows banishes them, or a parent that comes in to investigate and in soothing tones puts us to sleep safely. But the Whispersong is not so easily frightened. A Whispersong has an uncanny ability to lurk at the very edges of our perception, just beyond what we might notice, even if we're looking for it. It is a creature that whispers sweet nothings into the ears of children, and for over many decades creates a sense of trust between the child and the voice. At first, its promises and its rewards are quite reasonable, very low risk, as one might put it. A pinch of salt cast on the floorboards before bed, perhaps a pinch of sugar, perhaps a cherry hidden under the pillow, or an apple left on the windowsill at night. But eventually, the Whispersong demands promises of blood sacrifice. Individual Whispersongs are already quite rare, but their motivations are exceedingly difficult to understand, as in some exceedingly rare cases, a Whispersong has been known to be somewhat, at the very least, benevolent. History is rife with the meteoric rise of kings, queens, and gentry. And these situations are not necessarily caused by a Whispersong, but it is whispered and rumored that in order to retain power, the Whispersong must be sated through more and more. It is also unclear what feeds a Whispersong, how it propagates, what its habits generally are, as it remains, as always, on the very edge of understanding. The Lodge believes that the Whispersong feeds on the future potential of the children that it latches onto. This is mere conjecture, of course, because some of these children will find themselves ruined before they can rise, and others will rise and never be ruined at all, and yet the tendrils of the Whispersong can be heard by those who listen carefully. Due to their nature and near invisibility, Whispersongs are both respected and feared by hunters the world over. Within the Lodge's archives, there are at least 10 hunters whose final journal entries involved the investigation of a potential Whispersong haunting. If you suspect a Whispersong to have latched onto you or onto your child, be warned. The more promises it takes from you, the more powerful its hold becomes, and the more difficult it will be to pry it loose and cast it away without great violence. In extreme cases, this requires self-sacrifice. But in very lesser cases, the blood of innocence has been known to send it away. But this does not kill the Whispersong. It may return and renew its chain of promises until it has regained its foothold. So fare thee well into the dark. Light your paths by candles and humility. Take no promises, no matter how innocent they may seem, from the shadows around your bed. This has been another episode of Giles Tenderworth's Monsters in the Dark. Please take the opportunity to like and subscribe, and do check out our Kickstarter. Good night.